What's up, dirt people? Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back. We got a cool install video for you guys. It's mostly trimming the tear out. The install's easy. It's just 4 bolts, and it's for whether you want an Overland bumper or a Prerunner bumper for your Zr2. We have the Prerunner here. The Overland comes winch ready. RW makes other parts for Zr2s also, wheels, all kinds of stuff for all kinds of vehicles in between. Overlanding, off-roading, it doesn't matter. They're into it. And honestly, my favorite part of working with them with this was seeing how far out of their way they went to bring you guys the easiest to install, the easiest do-it-yourself bumpers on the market, in the industry actually. So the tear out is easy whether you want to go with their Overland or Prerunner bumper, and the install is just 4 bolts, your bumper bolts, super easy. So all you do for the trimming is you follow the natural lines, you use just the standard Scotch tape on the market, the thin one, and you cut below that line that I used. And the bumpers are slotted, so you have a little bit of wiggle room. You don't have to get it just right.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. It's still peppering my face even with the glasses. Hey, you never know, man. All right, there it goes. What is this? T15.
So you just got to start taking stuff off. That's a T15 head, and this is everything you end up taking off and what it looks like in a nice little pile. So just go sick. There's no wrong way to do it.
Yeah, it depends what the video is.
If you really want to go organic,
Hey, oh, hey, puppy. Oh.
they're not even attached anymore.
Yeah.
Probably 1/4 inch.
Will it stop? Or I'm surprised this truck holds together so well. Yeah, we're gonna have to take the skid plate off. It's gonna work. Oh yeah, there's way more to take off. Damn it. We're never gonna be done. 2 screws away from getting it down. Or the plastic parts at least. Yeah, that part's already hanging. Yeah. I feel like I just gained some approach angle. Oh yeah. Now these, huh?
You have to remove them?
Yeah. Another one's not gonna have any recovery points, huh? Oh, here, I'll get it.
No, there's a D-rings.
Oh, there are. Oh, hell yeah.
Well, yours might not, but
The Prerunner one?
how many times do you guys recover it? You put it on the bar, right?
Most will never, but like if I lead a group, I gotta make sure everyone can come home.
Oh.
Damn, I actually can't believe this is going so fast. Or are those not supposed to be pushed?
You're not supposed to push them. You're supposed to open up the
back?
front. You're supposed to pull the cap out, and it releases the stem.
Oh.
Another
Another cool feature is that you don't have to move those sensors or relocate them. Everything's good to go.
Maybe
Oh.
that one you could hook in, and that one you could.
It's not that bad. This one?
That
That-
too.
Damn, that's a crazy ring.
We should say that kit does not come with tiny Asian hands.
Oh, there's one.
No.
Yeah, you got that one already. Now I see his little K-pop hands.
Okay, that's
I know.
This one looks like it.
Yeah, I couldn't understand that one. It's got like a T-head. Well, either way, if we can't get it off without breaking, that part's going to be jettisoned anyways, huh?
Yeah. But we should probably know how to for the YouTubers.
Yeah. Oh.
You have to push the tab towards the outside.
Whoops.
Break it?
Yeah, I broke it, but let's see. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, you come in through here.
Oh.
So I'll get you guys a better shot in a second. That was just the fitting. From here we went back to the computer. Crino made some adjustments just to make sure it hangs right and matches those lines. That's the thing. We made the bumper match the lines instead of you guys having to match the lines to the bumper. And he also kept on going and designing the Prerunner bumper because that's the one I really wanted. The rest of the video will be mostly pre-runner bumpers, so for you Overlanders, I'll skip to Tom's truck here. Early customer, he pre-ordered it and figured out his own install. He paid retail for it and still was nice enough to share with you guys. So legit customer feedback and tips for you guys.
Although I opted for the front bull bar to be added to it. When I initially installed this, I cut about 3/4 of an inch below this body line that runs along the whole length of the front end across all three, the center grille and the edges of the bumper. And initially that was too little, because when I went to mount up the bumper, these brackets didn't line up properly for the I don't know if you can see that, for the skid plate to mount to. So I ended up having to take the bumper off, cut some more off, and to get this reveal, this continuous edge, I cut probably, the final line was about 1/4, 3/8 inch below that body line to get this continuous clean line for the whole front bumper. All right, so there's this body line on the Zr2 that you can pretty much trace. It's a crease that runs across the whole front bumper. And if you cut about, I'd say 1/4 to 1/2 an inch below that on the whole front of the bumper, you'll have a nice clean gap end to end. It works out pretty well. I picked up a package of door trim, automotive door trim from AutoZone, just to finish off, to make sure that the cuts are nice and clean and everything looks good for, you know, it's just not like a rough edge or anything like that.
So I went back for more fitting after some tweaks of the original Overland bumper, and this time it came out really good, much better, clean lines. And we fitted for the first time the Prerunner bumper. Horrible, yeah, nothing matched up, but see, that's how most bumpers match up when you do them yourself. These guys hooked it up. This was the second visit now. Turns out it needed more fitting still, but you can see the improvements, a lot better. They also designed opening for lights for installees and directing air for cooling in both models.
Yeah, the approach angle looks good on it.
So took another trip, finally got it right. It was ready for paint and now install.
Oh, do you want the light bar?
Oh shit, you got it? I mean, damn, he's never ready, huh? These are all your welds?
Yeah, well, this together, yeah. This is like, you know the one we tested, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like cosmic at it and then like the yeah.
No,
All welded together.
yeah, the puddle's pretty dope. I weld too, but I weld like...
Throw it in. You weld it all the way in, but yeah, put it all the way in.
Hardcore lighting, that's what it's called?
More on the skid plate later. When I was doing it, I had to take the bumper off and on about 3 times. I did it by myself. You can do it, but get some help. It's dangerous. And told you it was super easy as far as install goes. The same bumper bolts, all 4, just go right back into the slotted holes.
You got... Oh, here's the other... No, this is skid plate. Pretty intimate.
I think the best thing to do is to push it up, tighten the outsides where we want it first, and then go back to the
yeah, definitely. We could do one and then the other.
Damn, dude, it looks pretty good.
Oh, it looks awesome. Yeah, the light bar hook up makes it look a lot nicer.
If you want a perfect fit, you might have to trim about 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch off of that line right there.
No, that'll be easy. I could just loosen it and then...
Hey, look, it fits right in.
What does?
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah, the skid plate. Yeah, you guys kicked ass on that.
Take a while.
Yeah,
Dude.
that looks good. I'm gonna trim it here to what fits under here and see how that goes.
That's what
and then we'll just deal with it. Maybe I'll need longer bolts. Sledgehammer. I trimmed this just about 1/2 an inch. I trimmed this and just right past the lip. I recorded it
but it was very dangerous. Aluminum gets sticky when it gets hot, and these cleaning up these little shreds. I dropped the grinder or the angle cutter a few times. It's actually really dangerous. So you can make it worse, but I can't recommend it or show you guys how I did it. Just liability alone, just feelings. I'd feel horrible when you guys got hurt, but you can. This is how I trimmed it. And whatever, you can just trim little by little. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but you can get it to fit. And you should. It should help with cooling by keeping the air through here, going through, and then of course protect this a bit. What's on with the skid plate, but yeah, like I said, I don't recommend it. And this, you could take it off. We didn't take it off at the original disassembly, but yeah, it's just in the way. And this, wipe it down with WD-40 because it's gonna look white and nasty and won't blend well with the bumper. So yeah, we'll clean this off and it'll look much better, much cleaner. So the Overland bumper's been on the market for a while already, and the Prerunner one's ready too at a crazy sale. I don't know how long they're gonna keep it, but yeah, the skid plate's a future item. You're gonna want it, just because the stock one, if you trim it, it doesn't line up well. It kind of messed up the fitment. I'm gonna keep it on out of practicality, but the original fitment from these pictures and video is much better than the current one because I forced it to work. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. And hopefully I was able to save you guys some install money. RW as well. They went out of their way to save you guys money so you could apply it towards your purchases. So until next time, keep building your truck, keep learning about it, and of course, keep it dirty.